myself. My name is Rubino, and I'm here today to talk to you about stress management techniques and relaxation techniques. Yeah, this is a dialogue. This is an interactive thing that you've signed up for today, but the good news is you're going to feel great when you walk out the door today because, promise, because you're going to learn how to do some things for yourself to feel better in the moment. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Interrupting that that comes up, finding a way to cut through that and let it dissolve. So, a little bit about me. I have training in a number of modalities that all have to do with creating peace, creating comfort, creating ease at every level of your being. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I work with something that I'm going to teach you today called emotional freedom techniques, which is a powerful and simple thing that you can do for yourself to feel better. I am a yoga therapist. I teach yoga here for Britain. It's a long list, so I won't continue on for too much longer. I also work with energy, not the kind of energy that you normally think of, but the kind of energy that runs through your body. And so I am an energy therapist as well. Many of you may have heard of Reiki. That's one form of energy therapy, and that's one of the things that I work with. There are many. However, that gives you a sense of where I'm pulling my tools from. And so as I talk about these different things on your handout, I give you a sense of maybe how that ties in with the roots, where it came from, just so you have a frame of reference there. But I would guess that the most important thing to you is not where it came from or what it's called, but how does it feel when I do it for me, right? Because that's the bottom line. How do I feel better in the moment? Okay, nobody's in line, so now I get to ask you questions. Who here is from Britain? Who works for Britain? Okay. Who here works for the city of Moscow? Okay, we'll have a tug of war. Okay, who's from the general community? Yes, that's awesome. What a great mix. Okay. That's right. That's wonderful. Well, of course, we're all from the general community in essence, right? But our affiliations are varied. Well, that's great. It's wonderful to see you guys here today, and I am so much looking forward to having this conversation with you. So I am imagining that you came here because you were interested in ways to feel better. Am I right? Is there anybody in here who's not wanting something along those lines? Probably take your lunch and go outside now. All right. All right. Okay. On your handout, I organized things in maybe an order that starts from the really obvious, maybe not, to the less obvious. And so I'm going to talk for a while about what I've laid out here. And I would like to elicit some feedback from you as we talk, okay? So starting off with, what can you do, self-care, for yourself at any time to feel better? Now, one of the things that occurred to me when I was thinking about all this was we find ourselves in situations sometimes where we don't have the privacy to really go and just be with ourselves. Sometimes we're surrounded by people and your eyes twitching and your shoulders are coming up around your ears. And what do you do? What do you do when you're around people? And other times you have privacy. You have the opportunity to go and work with yourself in whatever way is useful. So remind me as I'm talking about these things to distinguish between covert ways to work with the that may be coming up for you, and then the ways that work better when you have a little more space and time to work with yourself to release what's going on.